Hello, welcome to another Dying Light 2 video. In this game walkthrough, I'm going to talk about the New Game Plus mode. Basically take a quick look at it, explain what it is, explain how to start it, in case you have any questions or ideas. So let's go into our play campaign rather than continue and talk about a couple of things. One is that here at the very top, this is my Game Plus version that I've been doing my videos with. You can see it has this little banner next to it. Now down here I have two versions of the saves that both look the same because they are. And they say that new game is available. How I got two of the same copies of this game is that I went in and said start new game, got the new game started, which creates a shell or a save point of that game. I then went into my directories and made a copy over that brand new game with my current game that I wanted to convert to New Game Plus. I do that because I don't want to lose this original game so that I can try out any new DLC or events in normal mode before I decide if I want to go ahead and try them in the harder New Game Plus mode. Now I use the PC Steam platform for my gameplay, and so all that I had to do was, once I had a brand new game shell saved, I went into my save directory, which is found within the Steam folder. Dying Light 2 is 534380. Then you go remote out, and then there's the save. And as you can see, my save game 0 and my save game 1 are both the same file by the date and the size. So I simply made a copy of 0 and renamed it to Save Main 1 and deleted the existing Save Main 1 out of this directory. I do all that in copy folder so that if anything goes wrong, I can revert back to where I started. So once I've done that, I exited the game. Then I came back into the game. And as you can see, this is Save Main 2 is the Game Plus that I've been playing. And then here is the original game that I created and then making a copy of. I'm sure that might sound slightly complicated. Don't know if I explained that the best way possible. But essentially, I create a new game save file within the game and then copy over my existing game save file into it by making a third copy, renaming it, etc., going back to it. That being said, then once I come back into this play campaign, you can see now that I have a duplicate sitting there. So what I will want to do is go ahead into this second copy that I made, hit my X button on my controller to do the New Game Plus generation. It will turn this game save into the New Game Plus mode. Give you some information on what's going on. You lose your Night Runner tools, you get to have new experience points inhibitors, and you will start the game in New Villedor. Click on yes. Also reminds me that this is an older game on a different platform, so we'll have to convert it before it starts. So we will slowly wait our way through those, creating the new structure, updating the current structure to the new platform, etc. It will now bring us into the game. Talks a little bit about the content. There are new inhibitors, there's new monsters, and there's new parkour challenge levels, all to make things more interesting to you. I personally like all the new monsters you get to fight.
Finally. Been trying to reach you.
What you're
You
hearing
gotta
now
help.
is a
They're gonna
stranger
attack
telling
Old
you
Villedor.
about the new
And when
DLC
they
that's
do,
out there,
nobody there will
because I
survive.
haven't registered
Nobody.
this game for it
This
yet.
group, they host violent prize fights here in this.
But if we go ahead and try to ignore him and bring us up into our information here, so you can see in this game, everything has been reverted back to its original level. And that is that we know about the bazaar, but nothing else. We're sitting over in this area, which I do believe is a safe house.
City. But that's just a cover. What they're really up to is way more sinister. You see, they plan to release
You know
a
where we're at
chemical
is
into
here.
Old Villedor.
From a journal standpoint, we only have one new story quest. That's continuing the only way out, or beginning the only way out. So we have to get to the bazaar and talk to Hakan. From an inventory standpoint, we have, to a degree, everything that we had in the previous game. The exception is that this game slot was being used for my crossbow, so you do not have the crossbow because you have to add that by getting peacekeeper settlements. But my other weapons are here waiting for me at the higher level of weapons. From an accessory standpoint, you do not have your grappling hook. You do not have your UV flashlight. You do not have your paraglider. So all those have got to be earned along the way. You have all of your crafting that you had to begin with, and your skill levels are where you left them. You notice that this right here is the legend buildup. But if you look at your pilgrim level, you will see that whatever you did in the previous one, I maxed everything out. And I've actually began my pathway through the adventure ranks.
It's a stimulant their fighters already use.
So essentially, you just want to head out and about, like you do for normal game, make your way to
But
the...
it'll kill regular folks. There's only one way to stop them, and that's to infiltrate them. Qualify for the tournament and get your ass inside Carnage Hall.
The worlds are all back to their level to begin with.
I haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center.
Whatever you're doing previously, you can still do. Whatever you obtained or achieved. But the nice thing is, unlike starting a brand new game, which I've done a couple of times, you don't have to worry about your skills not being what you left them at.
Sometimes I venture out at street level just to look at the shops and signs from before the fall. Don't know why.
Sorry for that little stumble there. I was pushing the keys on the current game that I'm playing.
I think this is all a test.
It is hard switching between games on a regular basis because you have to quickly remember the controls. But as you can see, we're just simply heading over to the bazaar, which is the only structure that we know about. So all the story quests come back to what they were before. Any decisions you made have been unmade. And as I have discovered, and you may have if you've listened to my videos, that some of the decisions you make in the game actually change what quests you get to see along the way. So when I was in my Game Plus mode doing my videos, and I made different decisions along the way, some intentionally, some unintentionally, I came into some quests that I hadn't seen in the beginning game. So essentially then new content comes that wasn't there before, as well as the world's not blown up because of whatever you might have done when you were finishing up the main storyline over in this area, which is currently unknown. So anyway, that is New Game Plus mode. It is, I find it to be a very enjoyable extension of the game. Once you've finished it all, you can restart this. and learn your lessons and revisit the events along the way, make different decisions, see what happens along the way, as well as maintaining your abilities from your parkour standpoint, which is to me the hardest thing to relearn when you begin a brand new game just because you want to see that experience all over again. So I hope this helps you understand where Game Plus mode comes from, how to get into Game Plus mode. If you have any questions, drop some comments. Anything else you would like to see around this? This is going to stay here as an empty game. I might actually go back through this again and do some additional videos. Anyway, hope you all have a great day. Hope you enjoy Dying Light 2 as much as I do. Subscribe. Drop me some comments. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.